All right, so we're in Chapel Hill. I'm about to take this dude to get the best BLT in the world. Bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes with BLT is, in case some of y'all don't live on Earth. And then we're going to Greensboro to see Mom Dukes and pick up Sager. And anything else?
I think that's it.
That's it.
That's
I don't even have a key.
Me neither. I don't think you.
It's okay. I mean, I just usually return them for whatever reason.
You always do, which I think is so funny because I'm like, in my life, like when I leave from trips, I have like 30 hotel keys in my pocket. I just take every one with me.
I don't know, it's a habit, I guess.
Yeah.
Merritt's where?
Merritt's in North Carolina. Chapel Hill. Triple decker is this? Banging. It's the best BLT I ever had. Look at that bacon, dog.
We're headed to Greensboro. Let's call Mom, actually. Call Ma Dukes.
Calling Ma Dukes.
Maybe she's at church. What's really gonna happen is she's not gonna answer. I'm gonna hang up. She's gonna call back. She's gonna say, "I'm sorry, honey, I didn't hear my phone." If it doesn't happen within 5 minutes, I'll be incredibly surprised.
Hey, honey. Are we gonna go to State Meet sometime today? Or?
Yes, we are. Probably as soon as we get there, even though we just ate. Do this from a computer and give you the login. This is making me so angry. I'll give it to you. I'll do it later. But that phone is driving me crazy. It's like the Nike of phones.
I can't, look, this is what I can do.
If you can get that phone, you get an iPhone. It's all the same. It's all the same price. You've chosen this frustration.
Oh, well. What's wrong with the font?
It's just silly. It's very like, it's a very silly font. Look, that's not
Now you broke my phone.
I broke it.
You talking about that?
Yeah. It's so silly.
Well,
it's okay. You keep it. I just think it's fun.
It's
hard to use.
It came with the phone.
It's even worse.
Oh my Lord.
Hey, how are you?
Y'all got the cutest shoes.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Alright, so we have made it to Greensboro, North Carolina. This is where I was born. This is where I was raised. It feels different to be back, but I'm back nonetheless. Pop up tomorrow at request at the Four Seasons Mall at 2 p.m. till about 5, I think is when this is scheduled to go. I'll stick around for a little while, as long as I can. But yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. So pop up there, and then we'll be heading to SneakerCon Cleveland, which I believe starts Saturday. So yeah, and I'll probably stop somewhere in between, but I'm not really sure where yet. As far as shoes go, We got quite a few pairs in. Well, not in, but we've picked up quite a few pairs. The first pair I'm going to talk about today is the Zebra Yeezys that came in, and or that I picked up in Philly. I have another pair that's coming to Colorado, but I decided I needed a pair for the road because the shoe's super dope, and I needed to wear it now. But this is what the shoe looks like. This is the Zebra Yeezy 350 V2. This is probably the most sought after shoe on the market right now. So it's just like every other Yeezy that we've reviewed lately with the V2s, with the exception that one, the Supply 350 is backwards on both pairs, and this fit is a little baggier. This is a size 13. Anyone that's watched any of my other videos knows I've gone up to a 14 in all of my V2s. Even my V1 is a 13.5. And the Zebra in a 13 is absolutely perfect. It's a perfect fit. It's wonderful. It's really comfortable. I love this shoe. And that's not just hype. It's just a great shoe. It looks good on feet. It's a head turner. One of the reasons why it's highly sought after, not just because it's limited. But so it's all white colorway, all white and cream. Well, it's not an all white colorway. It's a white base colorway with black striped in like a zebra. So you have a nice little zebra movement pattern going through the inside. The outside has its white stripe with the Supply 350. The pull tab returns on the Zebra as well as the breads. A lot of people were not into that, but I have no problem with it. Same thing, insides are all the same as previous models as well. Clear translucent outer cage on over the Boost, our normal Yeezy midsole. And then you have your Boost windows. And then the bottom of these is yellow. A lot of people weren't okay with that or thought that it was yellowing. I'm not really sure what the problem is. This part touches the ground, so I don't really care what that looks like. Yeah, so it does have a little bit of a yellowish tint too, and then the ducktail that comes at the back is also has a yellow tint and color. That's totally normal. Your pair's not fake. The best way to figure out fakes, because there are fakes and really good fakes out there, is to do the UV test. I don't have a UV light in here. These came from Yeezy Supply, so I know that they're real. But UV test, you can do the UV on the front, and then the real place to do it here is on the back tab. But yeah, this is the Yeezy Zebra. There's rumors of a restock. I can't confirm or deny. The people that I know that I've asked, that not that they would even tell me, but no one knows anything. There hasn't been any confirmation of it, so I'm not really sure if you should pay resale or not. Resale's kind of gone down recently. These started off at around $2,000 the day that they, the days they started reselling. 2,000, 1,700 was about normal, and now you're seeing pairs for about 1,500, 1,400. I saw a pair yesterday for 1,200. Depending on whether they restock or not, that price will either drop or go up for obvious reasons. But yeah, super fire shoes. Super glad to pick up another pair of these. I'm gonna run these into the ground because this is basically a tour shoe now. These will get destroyed for sure. Like these are done. That is the Yeezy Supply 350 V2 Zebra. And then another shoe that has been talked about widely on the internet, we looked at real briefly as I unboxed the other night, is the Alexander Wang Run Clean. The white colorway that a lot of people just absolutely don't like. I love this shoe. I don't know what the problem is. To me, it looks pretty similar to a A16 or a City Sock, so I really don't understand what the problem is. I understand off foot it looks kind of crazy, I'll agree. Off foot it looks weird because it just down. It's a great shoe. This pair actually came from Barney's because I didn't have information knowing what I knew. Well, doesn't really matter. Anyway, these came from Barney's. The light just got crazy in here. This is the only size 13 that I believe that they got. Sorry if this lighting is crazy. I can't really control it right now. Fuck. The one thing that I do have to address, and I know this lighting is still not the best, but the one thing that I have to talk about is I did not, and I corrected people and I was wrong. I can admit when I was wrong. People are saying you only mess with PK, but this shoe is mesh, and I was like, what are you talking about? It does have mesh. It's a mesh, and honestly, it has the same feeling mesh inliner that mesh NMD has. But this is the stretchiest shoe I've ever put on. So, with that being said, I'm going to have to retract the fact that I don't wear any mesh, because that's obviously not true. The new Y3s are also mesh. This just doesn't feel the same. Like it's just so stretchy. The problem with the mesh NMD is the way when it sits on my foot, it's restrictive. Like the thing I like about PK is its non-restrictiveness. And when I put on a mesh NMD, there's definitely restriction there. Yeah, this is just totally different. This is like the most stretchy, this is the stretchiest shoe I've ever put on. It's definitely like a sock. The people who are talking shit about it say it looks like a sock. It absolutely does, but that's kind of what we're into right now with Adidas shoes. I don't know if people aren't paying attention or what, but yes, it does look like a sock because it is a sock, on top of a massive amount of boost in the shoe. Gum bottoms on these, which is a great touch. Really, really looks awesome. Upside down trefoil is probably my favorite feature of the entire Wang collection. Also got a pair of shorts from the Alexander Wang collection. Oh, and this is a white mountaineering hoodie that I'm wearing for like 3 days, because that's kind of just what I do. Insoles in this one are removable. Ooh, I didn't think about removing those. Oh, they're not removable. Hold up. News alert. Well, they're glued in, sort of, but you could definitely take it out if you wanted to. And then there's a little bit of heel support here, so like kind of was talking to the Kith yesterday, there's not nearly as much, but there is a reinforcement here right in the heel, assuming so you don't slip right off the boost. This is a more narrow fit. The boost is cut in pretty narrow, so you can definitely feel that for sure. So I don't know about sizing down really. Like you could size down, I could wear a 12.5, definitely. This is a 13. I could wear a 12.5, no problem. This pair is actually a 12, so, which we'll talk about in a second. There's a stitch line that cuts across the shoe here, and that's about the only feature of the shoe that you see as you're looking down on it. Cream colored sock that goes around your ankle. Again, and I think this is what turned people off, just how it kind of looks dingy in a way, but that's also sort of the Wang campaign right now, so you kind of just, context exists. So this is the Alexander Wang. Where's the other one? Alexander Wang clean. These will get dirty. The white Wangs will get dirty really quickly, but they may be easier to clean. I don't really know. They probably look good all fucked up also. It just is what it is. But yeah, Alexander Wang, run clean. And then the last shoe that we're going to talk about today is the Alexander Wang Run here. Boom, boom, boom. It's all flattened out and crazy looking. But these are a size 12. So shout out to my man Joey Buzz at Adidas and Spring Street. Hit me up, hit him up, I was going to be in New York. Got me into the Alexander Wang event at Adidas Originals. It was really amazing. Really met a lot of amazing people in Adidas. A great opportunity. I can't say enough about that store, all of its employees, and just Adidas in general. They always treat me like gold. So I really appreciate everyone. If you're in New York, stop by any 3 of the Adidas stores right in the city and you will not be disappointed. There's always something in one of those stores. I I don't care what you say. This shoe is a little different. This one actually, look, I wonder if you could uncage this thing, which would be crazy, I know, but obviously you could, but anyway. So the black version is a little different. Same black sock upper with the same little mesh inline in there. It's very similar. It just seems like they added some straps and buckles and a crazy tongue onto this one and a suede heel area. Same thing with the Boost. It's very narrow. It has a narrow cut in it. You're gonna feel that. You just feel the way you're standing on the Boost is a little different. Not uncomfortable, just different. Don't expect Ultra Boost fit out of the shoe. Bottom as well, non-continental, just to go on bottom. Alexander Wang branding, also on the white pair. And then, you know, the main features you're gonna notice is this tongue that sort of looks like Boost. Some people were asking me if it's Boost. I thought it was also maybe Boost in the pictures. I don't think it is supposed to be, but definitely has that look. I'm not sure if that's what he was going for or not. It has the look, but it's not functional or anything. Upside down Adidas on the tongue, super sick. Again, it's like my favorite part of the campaign. And then this sort of lacing suspension system that all kind of moves as one bungee that goes across the front of the shoe into the front laces, but also pulls into the back, so you can pull this all. You can pull all back for a snug fit for your run. There's a suede heel tab, is what we're gonna call it, which has 3 stripes embossed into it, as well as an upside down triangle. I don't really know how you can see the light. I'm at the mercy of the light here. But Mercy of the Light sounds like a really cool band that never existed. Lacing system is suede. You have elastic bands here. So the whole thing is still pretty stretchy. This is a 12. That's the only size that they had at Adidas. They didn't even get a 13 there. So the 13 is a little harder to find in this one. I wasn't gonna leave empty handed, and I definitely wanted to at least try them on. And yeah, so I went ahead and copped the 12s. I've worn them, not for a long time, but I've worn them, and both pairs are comfortable. The 13 obviously feels perfect to me. I love that shoe. It's very, very comfortable. I haven't been on it for hours and hours, so I don't know about all day. Plus, you'd probably ruin that shoe if you're in it all day. But this one is definitely a little snug. A size 12 is not preferred for me. I probably need a 12.5 or a 13. So I might give these to Sager and then just buy a 13. We'll see. I'm not really sure yet. I'll figure it out, but I might even keep these. I don't know. They might be fine. So we'll see. I would say stick to your size or go half size down. Full size is for me too snug. I mean, my toes are literally at the end of the shoe, but it's really not terrible. But this one's probably people's more favorite of the two. Again, off feet, doesn't look really that great. It's very jumbled and has a lot of things going on. But once you put them on, everything makes sense, everything has a place, it's very functional. A lot of people don't like when things look different. I don't understand, because then they complain when everything looks the same. This is a great shoe, not a must cop, I don't think. I don't think everyone in the world is gonna appreciate this one, but I think the people who are really into Alexander Wang or into Adidas Boost or into both, this is definitely a good one to have. And the lines at the Adidas store and the Alexander Wang store confirm that. So yeah, but this is the Alexander Wang Run.
From as long as I can remember, he's always been creative, even as a young child, and he's always had a shoe thing. And
do you have those drawings?
I can't find them. I swear I thought I sent them to you, honey. When he was maybe 7th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, sketched out a pair of tennis shoes. I mean,
Yeah.
not like a pair that he was wearing,
Just his own.
just his own,
Yeah.
you know. But I can remember, and I don't know what the brand name was. The shoes, he couldn't have been too old, that lit up when you walked.
Yeah.
LA Gears.
2 hours. 2 hours. Mom, this is how they work. He cut them open to see how they, I thought I'd kill him. I thought I would kill him. I mean, you know, shoes back then, you know.
Still, I mean.
We, you know, I had to really plan to get his shoes, and his foot grew so fast that he got shoes quite often.